So, today I will be making a terrarium for keeping my ants in the future. I have got an assortment of plants, mosses, and tools. Here are my tools, and here are the plants and soil I will be using. Let's begin. First, I will open up my jar. You can see that I've got a newspaper. I will fold it up. Let me get close to the camera. See how I'm folding it up? I want to make the top big so pieces and chunks of rock will fit. Let's take a look how it see. Yes, that looks perfect. Now I place it in. Oops, fell in. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to remove that. It's too small. But now we can begin placing our soil. Let me take a closer look. There we have it. It's a mix of soils. I'm going to place it in 3, 2, 1. Not making anything fall yet. And in case you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. There we go. Now I've got some charcoal over here. I'll place a bit of pieces in there and some more of my soil. There we go. Now I will be scraping it using this stick I've got. Let me take the soil for a bit. There you can see I'm scraping the land. Now, time for my favorite part, placing in the plants. Here I have got my first container of plants. Let me show it better to you. These are mosses. Alright. Now let's place the mosses in our container. I'll grab the piece of wood out with the moss on it. First I will begin using this type of moss. I'll place it in. There we go. Another piece. I'll continue placing pieces of moss in here until I think it's enough of that kind. That seems like enough. Now I'll grab my stick. Sorry if the camera is shaking a bit because I'm sitting on the table. But let's get some of this clay over here sorted. Here is some of the clay sorted in already. Alright. Now I'll grab this wood piece with some moss on it using my tweezers. Let me get it up with the camera. Using my tweezers to get it in. Sorry if there are other sounds bothering. Alright, that's in. Now I will be dropping it. Oops. Alright, twisting the wood so you'll be able to see it. Let me take my tweezers. It's the wrong way in. Let me put my hand in and place it correctly so it looks great. I think something like this is what I wanted. I'll grab my hand out. Let me quickly show you what it looks like from above. A bit good, right? but we still need ferns. And that's just what I have over here. I'll grab one of my long ferns. Got one. Now I'll place it in like that. I'll grab the stick I will be using and plant the fern on the side. It's a bit leaning, but I can get that fixed soon. I'll grab a piece of charcoal out of my charcoal box, place that over there, and use the charcoal to balance it out. The charcoal is balancing this out pretty good. The fern still looks a bit leany, so I'll lift it up. Still leaning, but now I'll take some more charcoal, make that fall, and place that on the side. There. Now a tiny piece all the way on the side. One more. They keep falling where I don't want them to go. I'm going to use my tweezers this time. That must work. Ooh. Alright, looks like it fell somewhere. It keeps falling, but yes, finally I got it in. Alright. Now let's balance this. Yes, there we go. It's not leaning anymore. But it still looks quite bland. We'll need to add more mosses in if we want this to be beautiful. So I'll add some other types. These mosses that I'm adding now don't do very well in terrariums, but they do survive. Oops, sorry about the camera. I'll place another moss type on the front using my tweezers to get it in place. There we go, that looks beautiful. Now I'll take my camera, place it above. That looks more like a naturalistic landscape, don't you think? I'll place down my camera. What do we need to add more? I think some water will be great because it will hydrate. I'll be using one of these, and I've got water inside of this jar. Be sure to always use rainwater. That kind of water is pretty good to use. Don't use tap water. Tap water has bad chemicals for your plants. That's why you always use rainwater. You can see them spraying in some drops of rainwater to hydrate the mosses, although they were already hydrated. Do you think I should add in the other fern? Let me do it, because then I won't be wasting that much plants. Let me add it on the side. I'll be adding it in the bag. Yeah, that sounds great. The ferns are fighting with each other a bit, so I lift up one of them. There we go. The ferns are still a bit attached to each other. I'll take my tweezers. One of the ferns is a bit broken, I think. Let's take a look how it seems. Looks pretty good to me. This terrarium may thrive in a few weeks, but we're going to need to do a lot of work with this if we want it to be good. I'm going to remove the film for a bit, snipping off the bad leaf that isn't pretty good. Now I'll be placing it back so it will grow better. Alright, placing back the fern. I'll be leaning it like so. That looks a lot better, don't you think? Now I need to clean it. What will we be using? Maybe we can use the piece of paper that we were trying to get. So I'll take my long set of tweezers, use that and some water. Maybe we'll need some cotton. I'll be right back to get that. Alright, I've got the cotton. Now I'll soak it in some water, drain it so it won't be that wet, and hold it with my tweezers. That will clean up our terrarium quite a bit and make it easier to see. Oof. No, it fell in. Now I'll have to put this on the side and place the plants good. I think I'll need some moss to repair this, so I'll get some. Place the moss on the plant. That might work. I'll use some of the clay I have to balance the leaf out. Looks like I'll need this a bit more damp, so I spray in some water over there. Alright. Sorry about that. It's a little. Sorry about that. I've got some guests today, but I'll get this finished. Alright. Now what do we need more? Maybe some more moss. I think I need it a bit more wet, so I spray in some more water also on the sides to clean it up. Not too wet or it will become very inhospitable for the plants. I sprayed in some water. I'll be using the cotton wad to clean off the excess for a minute. I'll be back in a second. There we go, cleaned off the excess. The terrarium looks great. Now let's take a look from it from above. Leave in the comments how you feel about this terrarium, and I may heart your comment. So see you next time for another video about bugs and terrariums. Next time. My camera won't shut. Oh my god, what's wrong with it? Here's the side view. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Alright, I'll get this set up.